I got Tucker out here. He's gonna help me make another garden update. And I know I am way behind with this. It's been about 2.5 weeks since my last one, and look at all this color in here. Got a lot to talk about, so let's just get after it. In here, as you can see, the big story is tomatoes are starting to get ripe. You can still see these little babies shooting out more. Up here, look at them all. And sure enough, gonna have some more blossoms coming out there. But down here, we've got, they're starting to ripen up. All these, when they get ripe, are gonna be red. They might look a little yellowish now. This guy here, you can see, is starting to turn yellow. But these ones here are looking pretty good. This one, you'll see it's got a nice split down the middle. That's my fault. That happens when they get too much water at once. And I went to water these guys only for an afternoon, or kind of during dinner, and I forgot about it and let it go all night. And what happened is the plant absorbs a ton of water and sends it out to the tomatoes, and the tomatoes get so big that they expand faster than the skin can, and they split right like that, right down the middle. And those tomatoes I won't give away because they don't look that pretty, but they're still perfectly fine to eat. So that's the story with that, if you see some of those. And yeah, we've been starting to pick a couple. Looks like these are more or less gonna all be getting ripe at once, but boy, are they delicious. Over here, we've got the special variety spitting out some tomatoes more and more. Look at these up here. Not nearly as many as the hybrids, but these ones are big. They are freaking huge. I don't know how much they're gonna weigh, but maybe a pound each, which, you know, to me that's a big tomato. I know some people out there grow 4 or 5 pounders, but anyways, that plant's doing very well. They're not starting to get ripe yet. Next row, we got, you guessed it, lemon boys. And they are also starting to get ripe. Some plants more so than others, but look at these babies in here. They are beautiful. So there's your tomatoes, and we're going to be getting a ton of tomatoes. Probably just blend them, freeze them up, and be eating more or less garden fresh tomatoes year round. But look at all these tomatoes. This is just going to be a little silly to me. And yeah, you guessed it. It's still spitting them out here. Here's going to be some more up here. They don't know when to quit. As for the peppers, they've been getting going. I think my pepper crop is going to be miserable. I've pretty much given up on it. The plants look healthy, but there's really hardly any peppers. There's one. There's another one back there. But really, they're kind of small. These plants are wicked small. 2 there. And look at this thing. You kidding me? What the hell causes that? I just saw that. But I don't know. Tough year for the peppers, I guess. I'll throw that one away. This thing here is supposed to be a red one. Don't know what the story is with that guy. This looks like they're kind of trying to turn over red. This one here, look at this one. This one's got the same problem. Look at how that rotted there. Tough year for the peppers. So that's where those go. And moving down this row, we have, you guessed it, summer squash. And these, look at all these summer squash. Still, I've picked, without exaggerating, probably no less than 40 this year. And they are, it is still throwing them out. It won't even slow down. It will not. Look, would you just have a look in there? Look at all those baby summer squashes. Never mind these guys. But so many summer squashes. And these plants, they looked like they were dying for a little bit, and I was going to let them die because Margie and I had just about had it with summer squash. We picked so many that, you know what, I think she might have killed me if I brought some more in, but I've been giving them away. I give away over a dozen last week just to the neighbors, and so just been kind of letting them. I was gonna let them die because I really don't need them anymore, but they bounced back and now they're spitting out fruit like you read about again. As for the zucchinis, they also looked like they were dying, and they did not bounce back as well. As you can look at summer squash, the zucchinis. And the zucchinis were doing better for a while, but not anymore. And it's just as well. They're trying to still put out zucchinis, but I don't know how many more I'm going to get. I picked about 6 the other week, last week. I picked 6. The smallest one was 4 pounds. They were ridiculously big, and we let them get that big, not because we like to eat them that big, but we just got tired of eating them. So, you know, we left them on the vine, and they just grew huge. And then over here, there's a couple more that you can see. They didn't make it. We had some worms getting in some of them and eating them. Definitely wasn't happy about it, but at the same time, I wasn't too upset just because we had already pretty much zucchini'd ourselves out. Over here, Burpless 26. Look at this plant. This thing is miserable. We picked 1 cucumber off of it. We'll probably get 1 more. Not a fan of these. I'll never plant these again. Over here, bush crop. It's been doing okay. Down. There's trouble over there. Gotta keep an eye on him. It's been doing okay, shooting out some cucumbers, but where I have the room to plant a full-size plant, I don't think I'll plant these again either. These are good if you got, you know, if you're trying to grow them in a pot or something, I guess. But that brings us to the pickling cukes, and boy, has this thing been throwing out cucumbers. Have been making pickles. I think we made about 20 jars so far, but they all just came in a wave, and then they more or less stopped. But I think we're going to be getting another wave, because look at these cucumbers up in here. And that one there's not a pickling cucumber. That's part of the next one, but man, did we get a lot of cucumbers out of this plant, and I'm sure we're going to get more. As for the burpless, this guy here is this guy is ready to be picked. Look at the size of this guy. I don't know. There you go. Yeah, he's hiding, but that thing is nothing. Here's a pickling cuke. They're growing into each other. Look at all these pickling cucumbers. Pickling plant went this way. The Slice Master went that way. But man, did the Slice Master throw out cucumbers too, like you wouldn't believe. And I'm looking in here. I know we got a biggie over here. Look at the size of this thing's got to weigh a couple pounds. But I don't even know if you can see that whole thing there. He is a lunker. And this one in here, even bigger. Look at this. That is a cucumber. And that is a big cucumber. That one's got to weigh a couple pounds too. But we have so many cucumbers, I'm just kind of letting them grow. Whatever. Over here, last thing, butternut squash. Got 2 there. Got another one over there. Grew right through the fence. Got one there. Got one there. And this one here, if you look closely, it's got that little black spot on it. That is actually a bite mark from teeth. I wonder who could have done that. I have no idea who could have been eating that butternut squash there. Any idea who could have done that? Yeah, I'll give you one guess. Whatever. How are you gonna get mad at him? He's a good dog. So, that pretty much covers it. Yeah, I've been letting the weeds go, but we've been getting more vegetables out of here than we know what to do with. So next year, we're probably gonna keep the garden the same size, but plant a bigger variety to hopefully not waste as many. But I know, long video, 10 minutes, had a lot to catch up on. I've been slacking. Sit. Bark. All right, Tucker says goodbye. Bark. All right, we'll catch you later.